Hey guys, it's me, Joe, one third of the Cyber Nerds. I'm back, and I've got two things to tell you about real quick. One of them is, if you really enjoy our content, head over to patreon.com/the Cyber Nerds and sign up for one of our tiers. You can win loads of rewards, and it really helps support the team. And the second thing is, enjoy this video.
We are live. Raven, the GS, Joe, one third of the Cyber Nerds. Sam, the legend behind the checkers.
We are live. I'm Joe, one third of the Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Raven, the GS.
You know who I am. Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech.
Listen, bro, look, come man. Let's just not mess around with the intro though, innit? Can't we just do the intro smoothly? Like, this is a serious, like, I'm really asking, can we just get past through that, like, normally, innit?
I feel at some point, Sam's just going to walk up in here with a white face and just start miming around. Like,
Oh, that's a good idea, you know.
Start doing all this. Because you're already there, bro. You see what you just did?
This is mad.
It's crazy, man. Anyway, guys, this is another week of nerd banter. This week we have John Wick 3 and we have Cable 3 versus X-Force.
Cable free.
Cable free.
Cable's not had a movie.
You know what?
Days
like,
of Future Past right now.
That's what happens. Nerd banter. Deadpool 3.
You're actually worse than Sam right now. Like, you just elevated a lot, fam.
Worse than Sam.
Man just said Cable free. Like, bro, where did that come from?
I just watched the Deadpool 2 in it and Cable was in it, so that's where my mind is at. And Alfred, Pennyworth, gets his own show. What's happening with the world? But yeah, that is that. So, anyone want to start? Who wants to start this week?
Yeah, I'll start popping off heads, headshots tonight. We've got John Wick 3 on the way.
Popping up heads. I
Yeah,
like that.
That's what man does, isn't it?
I like that. I like that. No, go on.
Cool. So I think it was about last week. We got some production photos for John Wick. He's in a busy street. Because that stuff has gone down already, and they said they started filming.
Alright.
So I think today, which is the 17th of May 2018, the tweet comes out, says, "I'll see you guys in a year."
So a year from now, we'll be sitting in cinemas
That's it.
and watching this movie.
Yeah.
Who tweeted that?
The John Wick 3
Oh, the account.
actual official
The account.
account. Yeah.
I was about to say, because Ken Reed doesn't have Twitter account.
Imagine if he did though.
I checked it.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Bruv, you see these set photos?
Mm.
Where do they come from? Are they like actual official set photos? Or
Yeah.
are they someone with an...
Official set
Peeking
photos.
and trying to take a
Alright,
picture.
Sneak peek in it, yeah. So all official.
That's sick. So 1 year, in a year's time, we get John Wick.
That's it.
Chapter 3 in it.
Chapter 3.
Like,
The end of everything.
do you think it's going to be the end?
Hell yeah.
So you 100% John Wick dies at the end of this movie?
Hell yeah.
I don't think he's gonna die.
Listen, there's no way
I love Raven.
a man
Raven with all my heart, fam.
can go through what he's about to go through and survive, bro. Won't be the same, bro.
It won't be the same, but
Well, listen, there's no happy ending. There hasn't been from the beginning. Everything dies around him.
apart from John Wick.
In the end, he also has to die.
So
Alright. My question on this he has to die thing is, why did, like... my question is, why does he have to die? Now, obviously it's like, this is chapter 3, innit?
Mhm.
But I feel like the way the movies have been coming out, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, you could just keep going, chapter 4, chapter 5. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why I would think that you don't necessarily have to kill him in this.
Okay, my question for that is, what do you do after you take out the whole continent of
Okay, so what I'm thinking is actually, well, I don't know, because firstly, I would love John Wick to die, firstly, you know what I'm saying? The movie, in fact, I said John Wick in it, not Keanu Reeves, so I'm cool, no disclaimer.
Oh,
I said the character though, I said the character name.
Damn it.
But, you know what I'm saying? So I'd love for Keanu Reeves, you got me now.
Oh.
I'd love for John Wick, the movie character, to die, yeah, because that'd be epic.
Right.
But do you not think that in this movie they could just spend the first 30 minutes, is chaos. It's him fighting every single agent, things is going mad, and then for some reason or some way, he kind of gets out of it. Do you know what I'm saying? The bounty gets relieved,
No.
and then there's another mission.
No.
No. So you just think this is gonna be 90 minutes of just mayhem?
Because that defeats the whole, the core foundation of their system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the thing that makes this world work. You know what I'm saying? The way these people, that's their livelihood. You know what I'm saying? That's their empire. Like, are we really just gonna poop on this? Like, and this is what makes the whole world sick. Like John Wick doesn't have the greatest script. Okay. Like, to me, the script is bangs in it because
it is what it is.
Because it fits perfectly within the world they're in. The assassins, we're not here to talk. Our actions is with guns and other weapons. You know what I'm saying? So that, to me, it fits in perfectly. But then if you take away from it, like, then what we're sitting on is like it. Sorry, like it kind of just it ruins everything. So to me, no, it's going against everyone. Sorry, there's no other outcome. No matter how badass you are, you've seen they also have badass assassins as well.
Yeah, but he's the guy you call when you want to kill the
Can we
boogeyman.
just a synopsis? Is that right?
Go ahead, do you?
Sorry, we got carried away. Sorry.
That's right. It's cool.
Sorry.
It's John Wick in it.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
So yeah, it says John Wick is on the run for 2 reasons. He's being hunted for a global $14 million open contract on his life, and for breaking the central rule, taking a life on the Continental Hotel grounds. The victim was a member of the high table who was ordered the open contract.
Mm-hmm.
John should have already been executed, except that the Continental's manager, Winston, has given him an hour grace period before his excommunicato membership was revoked. Banned from all services and cut off from all members, John uses the services of the industry to stay alive and fight and kills his way out of New York City.
Man is an excommunicado, fam.
That's excommunicado.
Excommunic. He's gonna survive.
He's gonna survive.
Do you know what? Yeah, I don't want to, but I'm gonna agree with Sam. Fam.
He's gonna survive.
I feel like John Wick has to survive this because we need chapter 4, fam.
And he's gonna go after the high table.
Do you know what? Yeah, the thing is, it's like, so let's say Sam, you're onto something mad. If he goes after the high table and X's all of them, he then just makes the rules. Now he becomes
he is
the thing. Or you do John Wick escapes New York, and then you have John Wick on the run in Paris.
That's it.
Chapter 4. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, fam, listen. I know you want this to be like the perfect trilogy, the perfect action trilogy.
Do you want it to end?
But exactly,
bruv. But this is bruv. The greatest things always end, bruv.
What? Sorry? What's on episode 9 next year?
Alright.
I
I'm talking about.
feel like Sam peppered you a little bit.
And he did.
Just a little bit.
He did, fam. I'm gonna lie. I won't even fight. I won't even fight about that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Peppered, man.
Man took season 1 home, yeah. Now he thinks he can be trash talking man. Is this what it is? Is this what it is? This is where we at?
That was a peak moment. My chest.
Cool. I have nothing else to say now. Same.
Some things just don't have to end like.
Yeah, listen, like, bruv, you know how I feel about movies, and you kind of have John Wick have the perfect ending in chapter 3, yeah. But I definitely just think the movies are made for so little. They make so much money. Keanu Reeves is perfect in a role. Do you know what I'm saying?
They're making little money. So I said they blew their
that's what I said. The movies are made for a little bit and make a lot of money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So the turnover is so high. It's like bro,
it's ruin it, bro.
Fam, you say that, bro, but these days it's not about art, fam. It's about money, fam. Do you know what I'm saying?
I understand. But
so
certain things you just leave it alone, bro. You just leave it alone.
One of this number 3 is like it's almost like Mission Impossible at this point. Like they up their ante that little bit more. You keep coming back. It's better. You keep coming back, fam. A little bit better. Like action movies. I'm not saying action movies are easy, but if you get the right people behind it and they know what the movie is, and the people like Keanu Reeves, like I'm guessing he's a producer at this point as well. If they know what the movie is, then like they know what they're doing. So
unless Okay, so
Are we taking bets on this?
alright, cool.
I feel like we've got to take a bet on this. Innit?
Cool.
Feel like he doesn't die at the end.
Yeah,
You
I feel like you and Raven need to bet in it
You know
because
what?
I'm taking all the bets and winning them all.
Yeah,
these days.
you are winning. You are winning.
I don't feel I've not lost a bet on the show yet.
It's on grog, yeah?
Woo!
Listen, no, sorry.
That's hard. That's firstly hard to come by.
Listen, listen. No, my friend, I'm sorry.
You're not taking a bet.
For grog?
Well, not for grog, for something else.
You just said grog, fam.
Yeah, but come on, man, change it to something else.
You can't, fam. You're asking too much, fam.
I was going to do what?
What do you want? A shot of grog or what do you
I was
want?
going to give you the bottle, isn't it?
Where you gonna get a bottle of grog?
You can't get no grog,
You
fam.
let me know, I'll get the bottle for you, innit?
So you're telling me
This
you're
is too
gonna
much
get
for
on
the
a
show
flight?
right now.
You can't get imported at night then?
Let's do it. Okay, I don't feel like this is an Urban Dictionary moment, but I don't think everyone knows
that's true.
what grog is. So I'm going to do the first Urban Dictionary for Raven. So the book's open. Please bless them with what grog is.
So grog is a traditional Cape Verdean drink made out of sugarcane,
That is only...
found in Cape Verde.
There you go. Well done. And congratulations on your first Urban
I
Dictionary.
appreciate that.
Alright. So, can't you just do it for a bottle of rum or something, innit? You get me? Come, 1 litre bottle of rum, yeah?
Alright, cool.
Yeah?
Alright.
Rum here? What do you need, son?
Havana Club, please.
Havana Club? Yeah, I'll get some JD.
Pips.
No, I don't get Pips. Pips, you know. Pips, you know.
Which one, JD?
No, I'll get Captain actually. I'll get some Captain.
Captain.
Alright, so John Wick is gonna die, John Wick is not gonna die. Guys, 1 year from today, this bet will be settled. Alright.
Be settled.
Are we moving on to the next thing?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, so it's my topic. Alright. So Eesh. Hey.
So let's jump
Hey.
over to our Patreons.
Hey.
So, guys,
thanks to you guys, we're able to keep the lights running like this guy says. And just below down here, we have these amazing people who have been supporting us since day dot. Obviously, some of you guys are newcomers. Some of you guys have been from day one. Okay, and the reason why this looks like this, and the sound's good, and the light is good, and I look good, and I can afford a V-neck. Remember when Joe was the only person who had a V-neck in the show? Now I get to have my own V-neck. Thanks to you guys, okay? So shout out to you patrons for making it happen. And if you're not a patron and you'd like to contribute and help us out, bring in more content every single day, become one of these guys.
Dankeschön.
www.patreon.com/decidednuts. Love you.
Alright, so moving on to the next one, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's... Oh, I think it ain't you.
Yeah, oh, it's me.
Yeah, I think it's you.
Okay.
I think it's you.
So, breaking news.
Breaking news.
It's breaking news.
Man's out here breaking news.
Breaking the
man.
news,
Mad.
fam.
So not only sofas.
Man's breaking news, fam.
Right, okay.
Well, you can't break this sofa. I mean, you break this sofa, then Jesus Christ, like, what? Like, there's no saving us, bro. Like, if you say,
I don't even know. What did you just say, fam?
some
You said, Jesus Christ, there's no saving us.
if you break this, some people already been commenting.
clock that.
There's holes. Like, guys, it's a new sofa. You guys been doing. It's like
This
I don't
trailers,
know.
isn't it?
It's
This
just
reviews.
So
It's
you break this, I don't know. We're gonna have to start sitting on the floor or something, bro.
Mad.
But yeah, so back to the topic. Alfred, we just got the news that Alfred is going to have his own show. All right, so
Alfred.
Alfred,
Like Batman's butler, Alfred.
yes, Pennyworth, Alfred Pennyworth. Okay, so the guy that we so much love and helps Bruce through his darkest times, and when he needs help, when he's bleeding, patch him up and make him tea. That guy. All right, so
I think I just threw up a little bit.
why? Why did you throw up? Why did you throw up?
We get Gotham.
Uh-huh.
That's getting cancelled.
Uh-huh.
And then we're getting Pennyworth.
Uh-huh.
Is that gonna make it to season 5 before it gets cancelled?
Well, and this is where let me get around this, okay? So it's an upcoming 10-part. So someone forgot to turn on the lights. Thank you very much. So it's an upcoming 10-part drama series, okay, from Warner Horizon Scripted Television. Executive producer, writer Bruno Heller, and executive producer, director Danny Cannon. Heller and Cannon, for those of you who don't know, if they don't know, they're the guys behind Gotham. Alright, so
That was mad.
that's that.
You got information and everything, fam.
I know, fam. It's
I
this,
feel like you're doing research these days or
I'm
something.
telling
What
you,
is going on?
It's the patrons, fam. Like,
They're up in the levels there.
you know what I'm saying? Man has to step up the level, innit? It can't be just anymore. You know what I'm saying? Man's gotta be creme de la creme. Alright, cool. So you already started. You said you kind of, threw
Yeah.
just throw that way, yeah.
Okay.
So
cool.
your views already on this?
Like, Gotham wasn't like really well received for the full.
Let me ask. Sorry. I want to ask you a question. I wanted to ask you a question before you get any deeper. No. I wanted to ask you a question. Have you watched Gotham, and how much of Gotham have you watched?
Season 1,
You've-
5 episodes.
You've watched 5 episodes of season 1.
Yeah.
Raven, how much have you watched?
I probably go around 5 as well.
Okay, I've watched the first 2 seasons. Now carry on in it. Just so I want them to know, have the context behind how much we've actually seen in it.
So yeah, so Gotham not really well received almost anywhere kind of thing. Like it got to season 5, it's now being cancelled. That's like that says a lot. It's being cancelled, and then they're replacing it with a show, which is also a Batman show technically. And it's what, a prequel? Like we've heard, it's a prequel before.
That's right. That's
Gotham.
before everything happens. So this is before Bruce becomes Batman. Okay, so basically this takes place back in Britain in 1960s, where Pennyworth was a former British soldier, SAS. That's right, and he's working with Bruce's dad. So Thomas Wayne, all right. So so this is where is the timeline where this series are taking place.
Right.
All right. So
The
yeah.
premise sounds interesting. I like to see, because obviously we don't really know what happens before Bruce. Everyone knows that the parents become, the billionaires that they are. We know Pennyworth obviously is the butler of the family, but it would be good to see the dynamic between Pennyworth and Thomas Wayne. But at the same time, who's the same guys that bring us Gotham? Can they like strip away the Batmanisms that haunted Gotham that it was? Because the reason why I didn't like Gotham so much is because Bruce's little kid, we get all the villains that he has
As an adult.
Yeah, as an adult, so if that was the real timeline, by the time Batman's 30, these guys will be 60s, right? Or 50s, 60s.
Well, some of them were actually quite young, like Penguin, right?
Oh, yeah,
it was quite young. But even then, there's quite a gap between them two.
So I don't know, but if they could just make it a more of an adventure between Pennyworth and Thomas and something completely new, not too much, because obviously it's in Britain as well, so that's kind of good that it's not in Gotham, but we'll see.
God save the Queen. Alright, so I'm gonna give you the reason why I only watched so how many series was in the first season? Maybe 10
episodes.
Yeah.
22 or so.
22. Alright, so
ain't it wait, how long is the show? Each show in fact maybe there's less.
Alright, cool. So the reason why I stopped watching it is because I just didn't feel the way things were going. I really disliked Bruce, being soft, and although they're trying to make him do stuff, but then he's he has a crush on Selena, and it's just
forced.
It's just he was forced. It wasn't there was no need. I just didn't like it. One thing I did do like it was the whole crime around the city, which by the way is one of the main things I love about Batman. Like everything that is villainy that comes with it. I really think Batman has a really cool. When I say cool, before this guy gives me a disclaimer, it's just the way they perceive the world and the psychology behind the villains, which is I'm pretty sure it's something that's very overlooked as well. But I'm really into that sort of why the way they do things. You know what I'm saying? You got Two-Face, you've got the Joker, you got Poison Ivy. Like every single one of these villains have their own little reasoning for being the way they are. You know what makes them tick. All right, cool. So that's that. And then, but then everything else apart from it was just like, just didn't fit well with me. That's why I stopped watching it. Now, my only thing with this is I don't have a problem with this. The only thing is one, are these the right people to produce this? Because and don't get me wrong, like it's okay for you to fail in it, like as long as you know how to progress from there. And two, why wouldn't you make this instead of that? Because I'm way more interested in the guy that keeps, if you think about it, that kind of keeps Batman together.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like as a person, as a human being. Because when that guy puts the cape on, he really is not a human being, bro. This man's got issues and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually interested in this character and the reasons why he is like, and the whole thing. He was an agent, SAS, and he worked with Batman's dad, Thomas Wayne. And the thing is, we get to see everything prior to Batman timeline. I'm cool with that. I want to see that.
Alright, cool. So you raised the question about, are these people the right people? Now, the question is, because this show's gonna be on a different channel, innit? So they might have different rules that they have to abide by. Obviously, Gotham's on one channel where you might have to, do you know what I'm saying? Water down stuff. So maybe all the good stuff you like from Gotham is them. Right. And all the bad stuff is the network saying, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Right. That's a possibility, innit? That's me giving it the benefit of the doubt. Right. But I like the premise. I don't want the show. Now, I like the premise. I would like this premise even if it had nothing to do with Batman. And this is my issue with like where we're at in 2018. Like, everything has to be connected to something to do something normal. Right. Like, instead of just having a show about an ex-London based SAS agent who's got an American friend who's a doctor, instead of them just making a show about that, this has to be Batman's butler and Batman's dad working together. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the only way.
Yeah, it's like using it to sell the show. Yeah, but then, like, the show has to be good. The show's got to deliver. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. If the show's good, then, do you know what I'm saying? I don't have an issue. If the show's bad, then it's just a waste of time. My other issue is, bruv, like, if you want to do something based on superhero stuff, there's so much other stuff we could be covering than this. Do you know what I'm saying? Than a guy who has no powers.
Sorry, but would we consider this a superhero?
I have to, because it's Batman related. It's in the universe of Batman, so it's superhero related. Do you know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna do something superhero related, why not do an actual superhero? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what Alfred has done in the last couple of years to warrant this. And now I love Alfred, fam. Like, if they give me like a Jeremy Irons type Alfred in this, do you know what I'm saying? I'm about it. But what this seems to me is like role reversal, where in this the Wayne is the Doctor and Alfred is the Batman. Because obviously he's an agent, so he's gonna be on doing ops. And I'm bet you it's gonna be Thomas. Oh,
are you thinking like the Green Hornet?
Green Hornet.
Yeah.
Oh right,
where the butler.
That's it.
The chauffeur.
Yeah.
You think something like that?
Bruv, it might be that, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, like.
So it's like he's living the double life, sort of.
Bruv, I know. I don't think he's gonna be. In fact, that might.
It has to be the butler, isn't it? Like.
So he has to be like, or is okay. So what if they're like friends, and then they have this whole thing going on, but then by the end, so say for example, by the time his parent dies or something, or closer, he now becomes but it's also a way to infiltrate him into Bruce's wife. So it's like, I'm just a butler, but really and truly, I've always been a lot more within the family. You know what I'm saying?
See that's what I'm saying. That's a good premise. That obviously you've got the rich guy Thomas Wayne, and he's going to functions with him as his butler or driver or whatever. But really, man's in the basement, putting in CIA devices and surveillance stuff. That could be sick, but I don't see why that's got to be connected to Batman in any way for it to be a good show. Like, just make a show, innit?
Well, I mean, it can never run away from Batman, innit? Like, because that's at the end of the day, where it starts is always the butler, Batman's butler. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Wayne's butler. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But what I want to see is like a smart movie. You know what I'm saying? Like well delivered, some good actions, nothing.
Show, not movie. You said
Okay,
movie.
sorry. And then just take it from there. Also, I want to see the dad side, because obviously Thomas Wayne was so smart that he did all these things. You know, how can a doctor then have a huge company? I want to see how that played out. How did you get? Because usually
they've always been rich.
Yeah, they've all, but then I just want to save lives. But then you have that save lives, which is like, because if you think about it, like. Saving lives is someone that's very down to earth, connected to people. Running a business, like especially a huge business, usually it's just like you're kind of like the driven person. You have this type of mentality. You know what I'm saying, so I want to see how he got split those two, and then how he got things running.
Especially in a place like Gotham, like all these guys.
Exactly, and you're trying to get your money and all of that. So I want to see all those little conflicts.
Like but in Batman history, like they had that stuff before his dad, innit?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? From like old selling Batman Bruce no, Alfred talks about it in Batman vs Superman. Oh, we used to sell pelts. Like they've just got that old money. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's where all that stuff came from, innit? But but I hear you. Anyway, we'll see if this show is like R-rated. I'm in. If it's not, I'm 50-50. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well,
I feel like that'll be the deciding factor.
Time will tell. And do they have a time for this?
I think it's just been announced.
It's just been announced.
Yeah. I think it's probably going to drop when the new streaming service drops, because they've got all these new shows ramping up. Like Young Justice, Doom Patrol, blah blah blah. So I think this is going to just drop on the new streaming service.
Swamp Thing.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard about Swamp Thing.
Well. Alright, so cool. Quick thing. Alright, so with all these streaming services coming into play, how much can we get saturated with that? Netflix, Now TV, this, Marvel, Disney.
I've got the answer.
Yeah.
I've got the answer, because when all of these streaming services come out, I'm off Netflix. Netflix is done, because they ain't got no Marvel, they ain't got no Disney stuff anymore. Don't need. What do you need them for? They're done. Now TV, realistically,
but they do have some really good shows though.
Netflix originals. What?
They have some really good shows. I've seen some pretty good shows.
Fam, they haven't got listen. The amount of good shows they have compared to what the Disney streaming service is gonna have, it's not even a contest. And I'm talking about stuff getting produced now. I'm not even talking about library. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Netflix, like, you know what I'm saying? Netflix has to produce its own stuff. Yeah, I'm not saying Netflix is garbage. It's not garbage at all, innit? But compared to what Disney's gonna have, it's icy for me. It's icy for Netflix.
But the stuff they produce is really good, like their own series, like
Stranger Things.
House of Cards, love it.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? There's another
the
one.
Star Wars TV show, fam. Imagine what the MCU's fam.
That's what you have to do to get me to the other side.
The Star Wars TV show is gonna come out. More Netflix, like the Marvel Netflix shows are now gonna become Marvel shows. Well, not the ones that are already on there are done. But do you know what I'm saying? All of these new things are beginning to come, bruv. It's for man like us, bruv. Trust me, when that day comes, it's not even gonna be an issue. Man's gonna be like, yeah, I'm out, fam. John Favreau.
Would you get the DC?
The DC one, and that's what I was about to get to. Now I'm gonna get man on the DC one. So Now TV is gonna be done, and at the Amazon Prize, I think you end up keeping that because of the Amazon side of it.
Amazon money, man.
Yeah,
come on.
Because the Amazon side of it. But the DC, yes, you have to. Now, you've got to get it for the library of stuff it's got,
Young Justice.
The animations, and all, see, man ain't even thinking about all the like, we just got Batman Ninja, fam. And that just upped the levels. Imagine what they're going to be doing when they can be showing whatever they want to show, like, at all times, fam. Get me.
So do you think you have, like, an option where you just go Batman, and you just, like, like the whole library?
Wait, that'll be the whole library, though.
Fam, all of that stuff's gonna be there. All of that stuff. Just the Warner Brothers stream. You see, we're only thinking about the superhero stuff. We're not thinking about the Harry Potters and all the other franchises they own. All of that stuff, all in one place.
So it won't be Warner Brothers. It'll be Warner Brothers or a DC Universe one.
I thought.
Because I'm pretty sure it's a DC Universe.
Well, I thought it was gonna be a Warner Brothers thing. Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Let's stick to it all being DC. Even though the movies are fraff in it, yeah. Think about the library. They still got all the old DC stuff, the Nolans, the do all that, and hopefully with all the rejigging in their organization, fam, that these new good movies start coming out and they're going straight onto there. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, fam. Like if this like I said, if this Pennyworth shows an 18, to me it will say we're taking risks, and for me. I can give you my money, yeah, fam. I can do that.
Alright, cool. Well, guys, let us know what you think about this whole service and Pennyworth. And what's next?
Comments.
Yeah. Comments.
Wow. Should I start off first?
Yeah.
Should.
You do your thing.
So going through the comments, and I found one. Well, this is a name and a half. I didn't see that. I'm gonna try and pronounce it. Nadia M Domo 77. You need a new username, but nice one anyway.
You're an idiot. I've seen your comment. You're an idiot, bro. You're an idiot.
It got me though. It's the truth, man. I'm like, okay, cool. Raven kills me with the helium voice tone. Deadpool reference. Laugh out loud or laugh my ass off. 2 minutes of nothingness. So true. Glad Joe's back. Shout out to Joe. The trio is lit, fam. Keep it going, keep growing. Patreon activated. Safe G.
Fam. Do you know what, yeah? And I want to apologise to him as well. No, go down, sir. Have you got the actual comments there?
Yeah.
Alright, so you see my response here. So can I take this for a second?
Yes.
I want to shout out to Kevin Oboimo. That's his actual name on the Patreon. And I shout you out, yeah? Because after he left that comment, I went there and I was like, waits to see Patreon activated, yeah? And I was just like, cause fam, obviously lots of people come on the channel and like, oh, I'm gonna be a Patreon, and they don't. And that's fine if you don't want to be one, do you know what I'm saying? But he then commented straight back and said, I'm already here, bro. And I was like, firstly I was like, yeah, man peppered me. And I appreciate you peppering me, because it was deserved. It was deserved. But I appreciate you for becoming part of the fam, man. We need more man like you. Shout out to you, fam. Appreciate the love.
Yeah, I'm about to say like, Raven, what happened with the heat? Like,
you know what, yeah?
The trailer hit you.
See, I was trying to take it away from. I was trying to save you, but you brought it back.
It got punched you or something.
Predator. You started screaming at me, innit? When you was like, this is 2 minutes of nothingness. And then your voice started going all crazy, fam.
It must be the microphone, bro.
Nah. It was you, fam.
I just checked that microphone, bro.
That was something
It's a
else.
brand new microphone as well, you know. It's messing up. I'm sending it back to Amazon Prime.
Yeah, blame the microphone. Alright, let me get over to my comment, innit? So, my comment is from Cinemas Triton. And this was on the Ant-Man and the Wasp trailer reaction. And he says, the 5 people who dislike this video are losers. Now, guys, look. I want to put a disclaimer out here for the comment, innit? Like, we don't.
So you're not disclaiming?
No, why even they get disclaimers?
Fam,
That makes me feel good, you know.
Everyone can get
That
disclaimer.
makes me feel good.
Now, the disclaimer is obviously the Cybernerds do not promote calling people names, but if you want to put dislikes on our videos, you probably are a loser, innit? You know what I mean? So I appreciate the fam for having our back. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, like, life continues. But guys, listen, if you don't like our videos, please do click the dislike in it. We appreciate all the feedback. Positive, negative, or otherwise. We appreciate it. Love you guys.
Cool. So, I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
But clearly, and I'm pretty sure you guys picked this up. I don't have my phone with me.
You ain't got your phone?
And I'm pretty sure you guys noticed that I didn't get my comment in it. Because no one said anything to me.
Oh, you didn't get a comment? So
you guys I already knew, you knew. That's because I was like, comment. I was like, oh, my phone's over there.
So we do Nerd Banter every week, yeah? And every week we have a comment of the week. So you didn't know we was recording the show today?
Of course I know. I got the schedule.
Oh, so you don't care about the comments enough?
It's not
to get your comment.
Listen,
you don't care about our subscribers enough.
I'm too busy editing, fam. You know what?
You're too busy to. See,
fam. Look, the computers is on, fam.
Just so you guys know that Raven has said today, he just doesn't care about you, man. Innit? That's what he said. But I'm gonna put a disclaimer out. The Cybernerds as a team love you as a team, innit? Raven, the individual, doesn't care about you, innit? But it's okay.
I'm hang my head in shame for this one, yeah. But you two knew.
You know how happy I am.
You lot set me up, yeah. Like without even setting me up, you just let me carry on doing what I was doing, knowing like you didn't even.
You know when man's got the noose around his neck, yeah, and the bucket shaking, fam. We could have placed it under you firmly, innit? But it's just like, let man go.
I just let mine go.
You'll be alright. Oh my gosh, disclaimer. Disclaimer, the Cyberers do not promote hanging, public, what's that, public executions or anything of the sort. And shout out to everyone that watches Westworld.
Wow.
Alright, you might have killed me. Alright, let's go over to the next topic.
I got a stitch, bro.
Oh.
Alright, cool. So over to Joe. You have a Deadpool 3.
I got a question. So basically, now that we've seen, I don't think there'll be spoilers for the movie in this conversation, but a mild spoiler warning. Yeah, just in case we get any crazies. So now that we've seen Deadpool 2, what direction do you think the Deadpool franchise needs to go in? A, Deadpool 3, or B, an X-Force movie?
C? Both.
C, both.
Deadpool 3 and X-Force movie.
Oh, I thought you said C.
Okay. C.
Okay. Let's throw that in. Alright, Sam, we'll start with you.
That's you. C.
C.
Both.
Why?
Not only would I like to see an X-Force movie because that's where, spoiler alert, it kind of alludes to that way at the end of the movie.
It kind of alludes to what? An X-Force movie?
Yeah.
Well, it leads to it, bruv, you don't have to say spoiler for that because, bruv, the trailer says...
Yeah, but they don't know what happens at the end,
In the trailer, he's building X-Force in this movie. They should put that in the trailer.
Yeah.
They put that in the trailer.
I know.
You, by saying that, has now alluded to something else happening.
That is...
Let me leave you alone. You just, drown on your hands.
But obviously with the X-Force movie, that's not the Deadpool flavour that everyone gets. And I know there's fans out there who enjoy 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So there's the number 3. Those fans would enjoy not only an X-Force movie, seeing more Deadpool, but then seeing Ryan Reynolds again in his own movie, maybe just him and Cable. Deadpool 3.
Do you know what's interesting about your theory is, I never thought of that, having both. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I always thought that, let's say they did an X-Force movie, it'd be Deadpool centric. Therefore, you wouldn't need Deadpool 3. Now, I'm the guy who I think that would probably be best if you did both. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if you did both, you then could make X-Force not Deadpool centric, and you'd probably get a better movie if X-Force is not Deadpool centric, and then you still get
without Deadpool.
Huh?
X-Force without
Deadpool. No. Deadpool is in X-Force, but he's not the main character.
Right, he's just
He's just in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, he's one of the main characters, but he's not the main guy.
I was going to say, like, with X-Force, it's again like a change in X-Men team, though, isn't it? So there may be a movie without a Deadpool, though. I mean, X-Force movie without Deadpool, right?
Yeah, I mean, there are X-Force units without Deadpool, but I feel like for the world, the universe we're in, you'd have to have him in there. Okay. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's cool, but, like, my issue with Deadpool 2 is that it's too much Deadpool.
Well,
do you get what I'm saying?
Deadpool. Yeah, it's Deadpool, though.
Yeah, but and that's what I'm saying. It's weird. But in the movie they have a team. Do you know? It's hard to explain, isn't it? But like I said, I think it'd be best to have an X-Force movie that Deadpool's not the main character, and then have a Deadpool 3 as well. But if they was to do that, what order do they come out in? Does X-Force come out and then Deadpool 3 comes out, or does Deadpool 3 come out, then X-Force? Because I feel like there'll be a big issue with this as well. Go on, Sam.
I was going to say X-Force next, because they kind of are saying that we need to help the world, and that's what I think Cable kind of does, so he knows what needs to change, doing like a deadly force like X-Force, and then afterwards just doing another adventure with Deadpool.
On his own. Raven, what do you think?
Alright, so I'm going to start with your question. I would. It would be like, I've like all this. I was just trying to like picture the title. Deadpool and the X-Force. Like, so it'd be Deadpool with the X-Force team. So it's still a Deadpool movie.
So you're saying both and putting them together as one movie? Because if the title said Deadpool and X-Force, in my mind it's Deadpool 3, innit?
Yeah, it's a Deadpool 3. Yeah, that's right. Because you have to close that. They're not pulling a DC on us.
But because the character is Deadpool, it wouldn't be pulling a DC. Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
like, remember when they did the promoting for Deadpool?
Yeah.
Like, it's still probably called Deadpool Untitled Sequel. Do you know what I'm saying? Now you could make it X-Force, and it could just say something ridiculous. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's Deadpool, he messes with things. With stuff, so it wouldn't be pulling a DC where we're just not going to finish this trilogy. It'd just be, this is the way we want it to go. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's different when like DC do these things because they're DC, innit? Like, do you know what I'm saying? They're not managed. This universe is not managed correctly. But I feel like if other franchise was to do it because they wanted to, it makes sense. Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, if anyone would get away with it, it's Deadpool, because their marketing is just nuts. Like something unseen, unheard of until they got here and they just start pulling all these tricks out the hat in it. So yeah, you are right. They would get away with that. So but at the same time, it's like you wanna finish this off, and again it comes back to what has been said before, which is like, you know, it was such a hard thing to kind of come together to pull out just a Deadpool movie, because it's very hard to just one guy trying to do all these things. It wouldn't fit in. So for you to move on, all right, cool, we've done this, it's successful, close that chapter, okay, the whole Deadpool trilogy, then you can go from there. Then you can go with the X-Force and then start bringing these characters. And then that's the new phase we can go for. And now, and even if Deadpool's in there, you know, Deadpool can come in and out. Deadpool can get kicked out of the team. You know what I'm saying? Halfway through you get kicked out. 2 movies later you're back in. You know what I'm saying? Because that's Deadpool. That's what it does. Maybe they're doing something and just see Deadpool's on the news. These guys out there just tarnishing our name. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you just still see this guy coming through in and out, and then every now and again. So that's where I would you know, that's my answer for that.
I mean, I'd love an X-Force movie, innit? But I need it to be more of the tone of Cable than the tone of Deadpool, innit? And this is my biggest thing, bro, because like I love X-Force, innit? Like X-Force is like X-Men on steroids, innit? Like, but if it's the same tone as Deadpool, I don't even know if I can go watch it.
You know what? It's gonna be very hard, because you know why? Because the way Deadpool, first of all, Deadpool came out first. Secondly, the marketing success Deadpool has had, it's very hard to take that away from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna try to pick a really serious guy who has this next disease and deals with the past and the present, and he's older than his dad, and his mom was, you know what I'm saying, all these things. Like, he's very dark person. You really think they're gonna pick him over a guy whose marketing just makes like the trailers are, it's the trailers itself is nuts.
No, but yeah, but I totally hear that and I understand it, but it's like, if they themselves are saying we're moving from here to here, they have to understand the tone has to move from here to here, or just make Deadpool 3 and leave X-Force alone. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's my thinking behind it, fam, because X-Force ain't all fun and games.
But then how are we going to make a Deadpool 3? Unless he's going to go in and start messing around with X-Men.
No, you just let him go do his nonsense on his own, fam.
Another dumb thing, isn't it?
But how do you pull out a very successful movie? That's the thing, it's very hard for him to be on his own. Like Deadpool, even in the comments, like he's always with someone. Right now he's running around with Peter Parker. Fam. Before he can't be on his own, fam.
No, I get that, and this is my issue.
Movie will be dead.
This is my issue with the Deadpool movies, fam. That it's Deadpool on his own, but you know he works better with someone else. But the tone is always the other person's tone.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like Cable and Deadpool, the comic book, is good because it's Cable's tone and Deadpool just in there doing nonsense.
So, yeah.
X-Force is the X-Force tone
Exactly.
with Deadpool just being Deadpool in it. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if they're gonna go this way with the movies, they need to replicate that as well. I know what you're saying about the marketing, fam, but they might have to allow that, fam. That marketing might have to come to an end, fam. Like, you can still market a movie.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? You do a mad serious tone trailer, and then you just have Deadpool do one thing. Like, all the serious stuff's coming in, Deadpool looks at the camera.
Exactly.
That's all you got to do, fam. Because even in the X-Force comics, yeah, like, he's toned down. Well, he's not toned down, but you get less of him. Do you know what I'm saying? You get more serious, and it makes what he does even more funnier, fam.
Because it's random stuff.
But I say, didn't it happen in the animation with Hulk versus Wolverine, where they eventually meet up with
Deadpool?
No, Weapon 10 or something like that.
Weapon.
So you get Deadpool, you got Omega Red, you get Sabretooth, there's someone else that was there. So there will be.
Was it Omega Red, wasn't it?
Yeah, Omega Red. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there was 4 of them, wasn't it? Omega Red, Deadpool, Sabretooth.
Wasn't it the whole Alpha?
The Weapon X team, basically.
Yeah, the Weapon X team, yeah.
So there are times where they're all fighting and stuff, and then you see Deadpool come up on the screen like, pew, pew, pew,
yeah,
and stuff like that. So it's super like
random,
serious,
yeah.
but Deadpool will do some dumb stuff like that. So I think they can do it if they know their research.
How to.
Yeah.
Alright,
I hope so, innit? But obviously, it's all about money. It depends on Ryan Reynolds and what he's on as well.
True.
So get me. But yeah, man, guys, jump in the comment section below. Let us know what you think. Deadpool 3 or X-Force or both. Yeah, it's your show.
But yeah, you did that? I thought you had more.
No, I'm good.
More to
I'm good. Everyone else.
Alright, cool. Well, guys, thank you for locking in. And if you want more from this, you can always help us out heading over to patreon.com//the If you have any questions, okay, whether it's for this show, whether it's for mailbag, head over to Twitter, tweet us, and make sure at the end of the tweet, #TCNFam. Other than that, I'm Revenue GS.
I'm Sam, Mr. Blitztech.
I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cybernets.
I will see you next week.
Wakanda forever.
Peace.